This is what they're not saying.
Who?
The girl who plays for Indiana.
The white girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She is drawing viewership to the WNBA. She is the hope of that fan base. And they will watch the game for her.
That's cool.
Because the other game that wasn't as popular had the champion and MVP of the league.
Yeah,
they were even over that, yeah.
So I'm saying, like, they know how to advertise the WNBA as if it's doing good. But this was the first game of the season. It wasn't no coincidence. There was almost a fight between Angel Reese and the other girl.
Right.
And this is how they market their game. They want people to watch it. All they got to do is have Meg Thee Stallion twerking.
Yeah.
Talking about he did it. She need to make a song called He Did It.
Many months later.
Yo, why are we so unserious as a society? A green at a WNBA game, it couldn't be flesh colored? At a WNBA game. Okay, first of all, who did it?
Neon fluorescent dildos. This is not what security was trained for. This is not what they make $15 an hour for. But then here's another question. Who had to pick it up? Like, whose job was it to pick that up?
And whoever decided to throw that green ding-dong on the court, you will be dealt with immediately. Like, oh my God, why are we so unserious now? Like, who wakes up and decides, okay, I'm finna go to the game. Boom, bright idea. Let me put a neon green dildo in my bag and throw it on the court.
That was crunch time. How did you get that dildo in the arena? I know they got metal detectors. That feels like an inside job, bro. Ain't no way does the metal detector not detect that. That could be used as a weapon. It's crazy. And like, all I've been trying to figure out all night and all morning is how do you stick that in? And then how do you throw it?
There is a serial dildo thrower going to these games, and specifically the Valkyries games. The refs don't want to touch it. They literally punted it toward the poor mop guy who jumped up like it was a live grenade. And then you got Sophie Cunningham fearing for her life that she could get hit in the head with a dildo during the game. Like, imagine trying to go for 20 points while having to worry about a dildo to the dome.
In there, did you guys notice when something was thrown on the court? What happens, like, when something like that happens? Is that like super distracting? I mean, do you know what it was? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, one of our players almost got hit with it, so that's very big. Yeah. You persevere.
And no one's picked the object up yet. You guys, oh my gosh, okay. Trenton Caldwell, and that's her job.
Who is responsible for Catapult launching this neon green silicone meat stick onto the hardwood floor? And to make matters worse, it happened again. This is something that was clearly premeditated because there's no scenario in an arena, in a WNBA game or any sporting event where you come in close contact or acquire a dildo. How is it that you got a dildo in? Were you wearing it on your body? In your body?
What the hell is going on here?
You had this inanimate sexual object lodged or inserted on or in your person, well lubricated, and decided to launch it onto the court.
Go get him, bro.
Ladies, gentlemen, and polite savages, we are now about to embark on a journey sure to anger feminists and modern women alike. Embrace yourself. This one's a doozy. We're about to walk out just because we don't make as much money as we think we should. WNBA style. You know, the league that nobody watches. Negative $40 million in the red, but these crazy ladies actually think somebody gives a dang if they walk out.
Well, polite savages, looks like WNBA is causing quite a stir on social media as more and more controversy starts to court them. Where you think these lovely ladies are setting out hard screens on one another, throwing them elbows. You got fans out here in the front row or maybe the back row, we don't even know where the throw even came from. Are out here throwing out neon green dildos right onto the court. And the big controversy, the mystery is how are they even sneaking in these, toys? Some people think that they've been using some type of lubricant hiding up in their orifices. It's causing quite a stir and a crisis. No matter where you go, it seems like all of social media is giving their 2 cents and hot takes. And I really don't know who's got the closest guesses. But what I do know is let's do a flashback just actually only last week, where the WNBA players were out here wearing their shirts on All-Star Week.
Yeah, you can just tell Kathy to pay us, and then we can have a discussion. So, yeah.
Well, y'all lost $40 million, so you each owe about $200,000.
How dare you?
That's a slippery slope. Pay us what you owe.
If you want more money, what you gotta do, lady? Lay on your back to get on your feet, or get your part-time job. Everybody with a so if you want more money, what you do, ho? Lay on your back in order to get on your feet. That's a simple equation. It's a simple mathematical problem. Them hoes trying to stand on their feet and get rebound, thinking they can get on their feet. It ain't never work like that. What they got to do, lady, lay on their backs in order to get on their feet. Simple mathematic equation.
Now, the big piece in this is Caitlin Clark. She showed her appreciation about the movement wearing a shirt pregame, even though she makes over $10 million a year through sponsorships. And the movement isn't off to a great start because postgame, Kelsey Plum said,
"Genuine surprise, but the t-shirt, just United Front was determined this morning that we had a meeting for, and you know, not to tattletale, but 0 members of Team Clark were very present for that. But no, we were just we had a very
that really needed to be mentioned.
I'm trying to make a situation light, okay? But yeah, no, I think it was just all of us getting on the same page for the game.
And it literally like pisses me off when people are like, "She's not the face of the league."
Who would be?
What?
Sabrina? No.
We have a lot of badasses in our league.
Yeah.
Like, hell yeah to that. I'm all for that. But when people try to argue that she's not the face of our league,
Yeah.
or if our league would be where we're at without her, you're dumb as shit.
Yeah.
You're literally dumb.
But I'm going to tell all of the sisters in the WNBA this.
They've been hating like a
Give y'all the business.
She 18-10 on you hoes.
That be giving it to y'all.
18-10 on
Stop acting like they giving it to y'all.
Yeah.
You lucky the ain't cute. You lucky that ain't cute. She got the bird on Sesame Street face.
Yes.
This look like Remo Williams. I'm talking about what's her name? Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
Y'all lucky that ain't cute. Because if she was cute, she'd be a mega star.
Worth $100 million.
Right. But really trying to get it there. She a tripped out look. But come on, man.
And oh my, the jealousy and the envy is right in these ladies' eyes. Even when they got a cash cow like Caitlin Clark, where she's attracting and bringing all eyes on the All-Star game, these ladies are still out here throwing out barbed wire jabs like darts at their main superstar draw, bringing in so much money, where normal ticket sales and a lot of people shopping carts to go see a new rising star in Caitlin Clark, where Candace Parker came out here critiquing all current NBA players for not standing tall and bringing in their A-game and entertainment and capitalizing on the moment to really convince all of us, the public and the front office, to match exactly what they demand on their shirts. Pay us what you owe us. They let the moment slip by their fingers and put on a lackluster performance where even the sisterhood cannot stand by any longer and say that the product they put on the courts is convincing enough, where these WNBA players, stars, and superstars should be deserving of more.
Y'all cannot come out there with those shirts of "pay us what you owe us" and then do that in the All-Star game. I think on one of the biggest stages with people tuned in an All-Star setting that was invested in more than any other All-Star game previously, without Caitlin Clark, right? She was not playing. I think it was an opportunity to really go out there, and it was an added opportunity. It's not going to subtract anything, but I think the narrative on Monday would have been, well, how come the guys don't play in the All-Star game? How come these ladies come out there and they hoop and they understand the responsibility? Like, I just think that it would have really maximized the moment of wearing the shirt along with giving the product. Because I tried to watch the All-Star game, I'll be honest. But after one slow Euro step and people pulling up for them, I was like, I can't, I'm a fan of the WNBA and I can't watch this. So I just think that, no, you all didn't have to, but I think it was an opportunity that you could have built on like more momentum.
And she's 1000% right. That was not a time for them to go out there and have fun, especially when you're still trying to grow the league. You wear a shirt that says, pay us what you owe us, and then the WNBA All-Star game, y'all don't want to try. And then WNBA players have the audacity to compare themselves to the NBA players who don't try during All-Star. We're talking about players who bring in billions of dollars every year, and you're still trying to grow your sport, and you're still trying to get paid. But you don't want to show up during the All-Star weekend when everyone had their eyes on you. Candace Parker couldn't even watch the game. I couldn't even watch the game. Majority of fans couldn't even watch the game because the shot selection was absolute trash. That was your moment. As Candace said, that was your opportunity to go out there and show why you deserve to get paid more. But instead, you wanted to have fun. Well, fun doesn't pay the bills, honey.
There you heard it from the ladies. And let's go and replay back in the flashback of exactly why Kelsey Plum, you're wrong when you go and do the math. With a perfect breakdown right here by Nate the Lawyer. Shout out to him, where by the use of logic, reason, and mathematics, he perfectly explains why these players are not getting their fair share and why it still fall on deaf ears and how the public still doesn't even care.
In the NBA, they have percentages of revenue shared for the players, right? So jersey sales, obviously their TV contracts. We are not asking to get paid what the men get paid. We're asking to get paid the same percentage of revenue shared.
Oh, so that's a huge misconception.
That's a huge misconception.
Got it. For sure.
Yeah, so I want to be really clear about that. Like, I don't think I should get paid the same as LeBron.
Right.
But the percentage of revenue, like.
And now you know why the WNBA can't get paid the same percentage as the men, which is 50%, because all of these stakeholders are involved. It's not just the players and the owners, it's the players, the owners, the NBA investors who put 250 to 300 million into the league, and the outside investors who pumped in $75 million to the league. All those people get a cut of the revenue. Based on the way the league is set up, the most they can get is 21%, unless the owners or the NBA or those outside investors give up some of their equity.
The tomboys and the stud bullies of the NBA is not going to be able to pry the monies out of all these other men that got their hand in the cookie jar.
Now, if you split it out, it turns out that the players for the WNBA can only really get a max of 21% of basketball-related revenue. And remember, that's in contrast to the NBA players who get 50% of basketball-related revenue. So let's say the WNBA made $10 billion like the NBA. Now remember, the men were getting $5 billion, but the women would only get $2.1 billion, $3 billion less than the men because of how everyone has to be paid. The owners for the WNBA would get $2.1 billion, the NBA would get $4.2 billion, and then that private investor group would also get $1.6 billion. So bottom line, in terms of percentage of revenue, the most the WNBA players can make is about 21 to 22%, while the NBA players make 50%.
Massive.
But that's because their CBA, it negotiates where if the owners are making certain types of money, they get that as well.
I need to get in the field.
You need to come to the
I
meeting.
gotta get in the meetings because I'm hearing they don't give us, if y'all don't give us what we want, we sit out.
That's a possibility.
Every hoe who done left the WNBA, they go over there and got naked to show her tits, how big and pretty them nipples is, how pretty her feet is when they got lotion and all on it, made more money. All you hoes that want to stay over there with toes stinking, got athlete's feet and shoes and a man's sock and with them jock straps over your clitoris, all you hoes struggling and doing bad. Every hoe know how to come over here and take her clothes off after she get through playing basketball, playing the suck some let the man see the is living good. I don't know what's wrong with you hoe. You hoe act like y'all stupid. Like y'all can't think. Get naked and watch how your life change. Big old tall bitch, legs long, thighs long, feet long, clitoris long. You can do in the porn world with everything long as a woman. Them hoes need some pimping. Them hoes don't need no agent. pimping and directing and instructing.
Unfortunately, ladies, don't shoot the messenger. If you really want some more money, ladies, you gotta take it up with the owners, because everyone is seeing right through the ruse. You've really gotta prove that you are making enough money, bringing enough revenue, where you have a convincing case to solve the issues of you not getting paid.
We deserve
exactly what y'all get, and why pour money into a league full of studs just to watch those stud buds miss layups and uncontested fadeaway jump shots? No thanks. Y'all better go start a GoFundMe. It's about equality. Well, equally show me some skill that equally equates to an NBA player and not a 9th grader, because that's how y'all play. Because I hate disrespecting 9th graders by comparing them to a league full of sandwich makers and laundry doers. You sexist. No, I'm not. Because I've been trying to get trans women to play in this league for the last 10 years. That way we can finally get some alley-oops in this. That's not fair. Oh, but I thought women are women. Shut up. Now who's sexist?
That's all I got for you, you polite savages. Like and subscribe. Hit us up on all social media networks.
We found true happiness.